Imagine standing face to face with life's greatest challenges, not with fear, but with unshakable calm, clarity, and purpose. What if you could wield the same mental discipline and timeless wisdom that shaped the greatest samurai in history? In this video, we'll unlock the samurai mindset through 7 life-changing lessons from Miyamoto Musashi, the undefeated swordsman who mastered not just the art of combat, but the art of life itself. These lessons aren't just for warriors. They're for anyone seeking to conquer chaos, find focus, and live with unyielding strength. The battle isn't on a battlefield, it's within you. Let's begin. Miyamoto Musashi, the undefeated samurai who fought and won over 60 duels, was more than a warrior. He was a philosopher, a strategist, and the author of the Book of 5 Rings, a guide forged in the fires of battle. His wisdom goes beyond the sword. It holds the power to unlock the future you've always dreamed of. As Musashi wrote, there is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. Many search endlessly for external solutions, more tools, more wealth, or more approval. But Musashi reminds us that the answers are not found in the world outside, but in the depths of your own being. Within you exists the potential to overcome any obstacle and achieve any goal. How do we embody this wisdom in our daily lives? Begin with these 3 principles. 1. Look inward. In moments of doubt, turn to yourself for the answer. Reflect, meditate, and trust your intuition. Strength comes from within, not from outside validation. 2. Embrace discipline. Build the habits that sharpen your mind and body. Excellence arises not from fleeting inspiration, but from consistent effort. 3. Own your path. Do not compare yourself to others or seek shortcuts. Walk your journey with integrity, knowing that everything you need is already within you. Musashi's teaching reminds us that we are both the sword and the blacksmith. The answers we seek do not lie in the tools of others, but in the forge of our own spirit. Trust in your inner strength. Cultivate it, and you will find that you lack nothing. Everything you need, everything you are, is within. But self-mastery is not isolation. Musashi reminds us, think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. This quote carries profound insight into how one should approach life. To think lightly of yourself means to release attachment to ego, pride, and self-importance. Imagine a feather resting on your palm. It carries no weight, just as your sense of self should not weigh you down, or your thoughts or your actions. By detaching from the constant preoccupation with yourself, you create space for clarity, humility, and adaptability. On the other hand, to think deeply of the world encourages a shift of focus outward. It invites you to seek the intricate web of existence, how everything is interconnected, and how your actions ripple beyond your immediate surroundings. This is not merely about observing the world, but understanding it profoundly, much like the roots of a tree delving deep into the earth to find nourishment. It calls for contemplation of your role within the larger whole, from nature's rhythm to the struggles and joys of others. The combination of these two practices cultivates balance. By unburdening yourself of ego, you can more fully engage with the world, and by contemplating the world deeply, you gain the wisdom to act with purpose rather than impulse. Detach from ego. The next time you feel slighted or overly proud, pause and ask yourself, does this truly matter in the grand rhythm of life? Observe without judgment. Spend time in nature or among people, not as a participant, but as a quiet observer. Let the world reveal itself to you without your interference. Meditate on interconnection. Reflect on how your choices, your words, and your actions influence others and how they, in turn, shape you. When you carry yourself lightly, the world feels less burdensome. When you delve deeply into the world, life reveals its essence. To live well is to strike this harmony. Musashi's clarity is a blade. Do nothing that is of no use. Your time, energy, and focus are finite. They are your sharpest weapons. Wield them with precision. Cut away what is useless, and you'll find that simplicity is strength. These words are a call to discipline and mindfulness. Do nothing that is of no use reminds us to let go of the unnecessary actions, unnecessary thoughts, and unnecessary habits that do not contribute to our purpose or growth. It is a way of simplicity, like a master craftsman who pares away unnecessary material to reveal the perfect form beneath. In action, it means to evaluate everything you do. Does it serve your goals? Does it enrich your life or contribute to the well-being of others? If not, it is a distraction, a weight that hinders rather than helps. Imagine a samurai on the battlefield. Every movement of his sword must have purpose. Any wasted motion could cost his life. So too must we cut away trivialities to focus on what truly matters. On a deeper level, this teaching applies to your mental and emotional habits. Holding grudges, overindulging in comfort, or chasing fleeting pleasures are all examples of what is of no use. True strength lies in discernment, knowing when to act, knowing when to let go, and when to remain still. Audit your time. At the end of each day, reflect on how you spent your time. Identify activities or thoughts that did not serve your purpose and make a plan to eliminate or reduce them. Simplify your environment. Remove physical clutter from your space. Keep only what is essential and meaningful. A clear space promotes a clear mind. Focus your efforts. Before taking any action, ask yourself, does this align with my purpose? Does it bring value or growth? A life of meaning is carved from discipline. By removing what is unnecessary, you make space for clarity, purpose, and the steady rhythm of progress. To waste nothing is to honor everything. You can only fight the way you practice, Musashi warns us. How you train today is how you will face life tomorrow. These words emphasize the inseparable connection between preparation and performance. You can only fight the way you practice is a reminder that how you train physically, mentally, and spiritually determines how you perform when it matters most. Practice is not a separate domain from life. It is life in its rawest, most formative state. In practical terms, it means that if your practice is sloppy, uncommitted, or distracted, you will carry those habits into moments of challenge. Imagine a swordsman who trains half-heartedly. His blade wavers in the wind, his footwork falters. When the time comes to face a real opponent, those flaws will reveal themselves. Conversely, if you practice with precision, discipline, and intention, those qualities will become second nature, guiding you when the stakes are high. This teaching extends beyond combat. If you cultivate focus, resilience, and presence in your daily habits, they will naturally manifest in moments of stress or adversity. You cannot suddenly summon strength or clarity if you have not built them through consistent effort. Life, like the battlefield, does not allow for shortcuts. Train with intention, whether you are learning a skill, pursuing a goal, or building a habit. Approach every session as if it were the real thing. Engage fully and mindfully. Rehearse under pressure. Simulate challenges in your practice. If you're preparing for a speech, practice in front of others. If you're training physically, add time or intensity constraints. Strength is forged in discomfort. Reflect and refine. After each practice, reflect on what went well and what didn't. Adjust your approach so that every repetition brings you closer to mastery. Excellence is not born in the moment of challenge. It is forged in the fire of daily discipline. Victory is not chance, it is earned, one deliberate step at a time. You are the sum of your preparation. In life, as in battle, there are no rehearsals, only the habits and discipline you have cultivated. Train as if it matters, because it always does. Musashi urges us to see beyond the obvious. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet. This quote speaks to the importance of broad perspective and interconnected learning. To focus on only one planet, one perspective, one discipline, or one way of life is to limit your understanding of the vast and intricate nature of existence. The universe is a symphony of infinite connections. Every planet, every star, every being contributes to the whole. By broadening your scope, you begin to see the patterns that weave through everything. Imagine a painter who only studies one color. They may master it, but their understanding of light, contrast, and harmony will remain incomplete. To truly grasp the universe, you must explore beyond the familiar, seeking connections that deepen your understanding of the whole. To master one thing, you must understand many. Every experience, every skill, every moment is a chance to learn. As Musashi teaches, from one thing, know 10,000 things. The world is your teacher if you're willing to see. This teaching complements the first. It suggests that by mastering one thing deeply, whether it is a skill, a craft, or a principle, you uncover the universal truths that apply everywhere. Life is fractal in nature. The patterns found in one small part often reflect the whole. For instance, the way a sword cuts through air teaches lessons about timing, precision, and rhythm, qualities that apply equally to relationships, decision-making, and strategy. The lesson here is twofold. First, explore widely to see the whole picture, but secondly, dive deeply into something to understand the fundamentals of all things. Depth and breadth are not opposites, they are companions. Broaden your horizons. Learn something entirely new. Study a subject, skill, or culture outside your comfort zone. Observe how it shifts your understanding of the familiar. Master one thing. Choose one discipline or skill to pursue with depth and focus. Reflect on the insights it reveals about seemingly unrelated aspects of life. Seek patterns as you explore and learn. Look for common threads and principles. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me about the bigger picture? The universe reveals its wisdom through contrasts. Breadth gives you vision. Depth gives you mastery. Study the many to understand the whole, but master the one to uncover the essence of all. Musashi told us that today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. These words reflect on the warrior's path of constant self-improvement. Today's victory over yourself of yesterday teaches that the worthiest opponent is not someone else, but your own past self. Each day is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more disciplined than you were before. It is a battle against stagnation and complacency, a personal duel that demands your honesty and effort. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men suggests that by overcoming yourself daily, you naturally rise above those who are unwilling to make the same effort as yourself. Lesser men are not lesser in worth, but in discipline and resolve. They are those who remain content with mediocrity, distracted by comforts or fear of change. True mastery lies not in competing with others, but in refining yourself so fully that external victories follow as a natural consequence. This quote is a call to relentless personal evolution. Imagine a sword being forged with each strike of the hammer and passed through the fire. It becomes sharper and stronger. So too must you refine yourself day after day until your edge is unbreakable. Reflect daily. At the end of each day, ask yourself, where did I excel? Where did I fall short? Use these reflections to set a small goal for improvement tomorrow. Push beyond comfort. Identify one habit or fear that has been holding you back. Commit to challenging it, even in small ways, until it no longer controls you. Focus on consistency. Growth is not achieved in a single day, but in steady progress. Commit to daily improvement, no matter how minor, and let the results compound over time. The path to mastery is walked one step at a time, each step guided by the pursuit of a better version of yourself. Conquer today, and tomorrow the world will follow. Growth is not comparison, it is transformation. Master yourself, and no storm, no enemy, no obstacle will move you. The ultimate aim of martial arts, Musashi writes, is not having to use them. True mastery is found in peace, in the strength that needs no display, and the power that chooses restraint. Mastery is not the conquest of others, it is the conquest of oneself. It is harmony within. Musashi's words flow like the stillness of a mountain lake, calm yet profound, with depths waiting to be explored. Let us dive into these reflections together. When Musashi says the ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them, he does not diminish the value of training, but instead elevates its purpose. At the heart of his teaching lies a paradox. The mastery of violence leads to the transcendence of violence. A skilled swordsman, fully confident in his abilities, does not seek to brandish his sword at every provocation. His confidence is quiet, not boastful. His strength lies in his understanding, his calm demeanor, and his ability to see beyond mere conflict. Imagine a great tree in the forest. Though it is mighty and unyielding, it does not thrash against the wind. It bends, it sways, and it endures without effort. Similarly, the ultimate mastery of martial arts is found in the state of immovable wisdom, a strength so profound that it remains unshaken, unprovoked, and most importantly, unused. The second part of this teaching, true mastery, is found in peace, in the strength that needs no display, and the power that chooses restraint, speaks to the discipline of knowing when not to act. Restraint is not weakness, it is strength in its purest form. It requires more power to hold back one's sword than to unsheath it in anger. The strength emerges from clarity and understanding, from seeing that winning battles does not necessarily mean winning life. A master chooses peace because he understands that conflict often costs more than rewards. And when a situation presents itself that conflict cannot be avoided, don't hold back. Strength through preparation. Train your body and mind diligently, not for the sake of proving your power, but so that you may carry yourself with quiet confidence. When you are prepared, the need to prove yourself diminishes. Restraint as strength. In moments of anger or confrontation, pause. Ask yourself if action is necessary or if peace can be preserved. Often, the wisest course is to walk away. Mastery of the self. Musashi's teaching reminds us that the greatest battle lies within. True strength is the ability to conquer your own impulses, desires, and fears. True mastery is a silent river. Its power runs deep, but it flows gently. Restraint and peace are not signs of weakness. They are the marks of a spirit that has conquered itself. Seek not to dominate others, but to master the storm within. In doing so, you will walk the path of true strength. Musashi's words are more than lessons on the sword. They are a way of life, a call to rise above, to seek within, and to master yourself. The path is steep, but the rewards are infinite. Remember, if you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. The journey to mastery begins with a single step. If Musashi's wisdom has inspired you, take that step today. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join a community dedicated to unlocking inner strength and achieving true mastery. Together, let's walk the path of self-mastery and create a life of purpose, strength, and peace.